It didn't happen in a single moment. There was no explosion, no sudden scream, no dramatic declaration. The day Goku abandoned humanity began quietly. The world was peaceful, too peaceful. With no villains, no wars, and no threats from space, Earth no longer needed saving. Cities thrived. People laughed, and life moved forward without fear. But for Goku, something felt wrong. High above the clouds, Goku floated alone, arms crossed, eyes closed, his mind restless. I should be happy, he muttered, yet the peace felt empty. This was everything he had fought for. Safety. A world where his family could live without fear, so why did it feel like a limit instead of a reward? Goku clenched his fists slightly. I've reached it, haven't I? My limit? But deep down he knew the truth. There was always another level, another challenge, another fight waiting somewhere beyond. And now there was nothing. Days turned into weeks and weeks into months, yet the feeling only grew stronger. At home things felt different too. Dad, you're not even eating, Gohan said, watching him carefully. Goku sat at the table staring at his food like he didn't recognize it. I'm not that hungry, he replied quietly, enough to alarm everyone. Even Chi-Chi paused mid-sentence. You're not hungry? Since when? But Goku didn't answer. He simply stood up and said, I'm going out for a bit, before vanishing. Far away, in a barren wasteland where no one could disturb him, Goku stood still as the wind howled around him. I can feel it, he said quietly. His aura flickered faintly. There's more. Way more. Raising his hand, he stared at it.
Why am I stopping myself?
The thought echoed again and again until a voice interrupted him. Oh, Vegeta. From the distance, Vegeta approached, arms crossed, eyes sharp. I've been watching you, he said. You've been off, Goku sighed and responded. You feel it too, don't you? When Vegeta asked what he meant, Goku turned slowly. That we not done. He explained that even though they fought to protect and survive, they never truly pushed past everything. Vegeta scoffed, calling it purpose and control, but Goku countered, suggesting they were holding themselves back. The tension grew, Vegeta warned him, but Goku only smiled something off something different. The ground cracked. The sky darkened and his aura surged. I've spent my whole life protecting others. Goku said, and what did it get me? Vegeta replied, it gave you everything. But Goku shook his head. No, it gave me limits. That moment changed everything. Goku moved not as a hero, not as a protector, but as something else entirely. And far away, even the gods watching the universe felt it because something had changed on Earth, something dangerous. The air cracked the moment Goku moved. Vegeta barely had time to react as a blur. No, something even faster closed the distance between them. Goku's fist stopped just inches from Vegeta's face, yet the shockwave alone shattered the ground beneath them. Vegeta slid back, boots grinding against the fractured earth. You're serious, Vegeta said, lowering his stance, but Goku didn't answer. That silence spoke volumes. Then Goku attacked. This wasn't their usual sparring. There was no testing, no warming up, no playful exchange of blows. Goku came in fast, precise, and overwhelming. Vegeta blocked the first strike barely. The second hit his side, sending him skidding across the ground. The third strike he didn't even see before he crashed into a distant cliff, splitting rock and sending dust into the air. Silence followed as Goku stood watching, not smiling, not speaking, just observing. From the rubble, Vegeta pushed himself up. Breathing heavier. You've lost your mind, he muttered. Though deep down he knew this wasn't madness. Goku tilted his head, calmly. No, this is the first time. I'm not holding back. Vegeta wiped blood from his lip. You think this makes you stronger? Goku stepped forward. I know it does. Vegeta's aura exploded, blue energy surging as the ground cracked beneath him. Then come on, Vegeta shouted. Show me how strong you've really become. They clashed again, even harder. The sky split with energy as their fists collided, shockwaves flattening everything in their path. But Goku wasn't struggling. Every attack Vegeta made was instantly countered. Every defense broken. What the hell, Vegeta muttered. This wasn't just power, it was control. Cold, precise, unforgiving. Goku struck once, clean and direct, landing in Vegeta's chest. Time slowed. Crash. Vegeta crashed into the ground, carving a massive crater. The earth trembled. The sky echoed, and then silence. Goku landed softly, walking step by step toward the crater, calm and unhurried. Inside, Vegeta struggled to breathe, body aching, vision blurred, but pride still burned. Get up, Goku said flatly, almost emotionless. Vegeta coughed, forcing himself to rise. Don't order me around, he said. Goku looked down at him. You're not enough. Those words struck harder than any blow. Vegeta froze. What? Goku's eyes were cold. You're still fighting with limits, you still care. Vegeta's fist trembled. And you don't? Goku's answer came simply, no. That single word changed everything. Vegeta roared, charging with one final desperate attack. Then I'll break you out of it. But Goku didn't move until the last second, stepping aside to deliver a single, precise blow to the back of Vegeta's neck. Devastating. Vegeta collapsed. Defeated, energy gone. Goku stood silently above him, briefly flickering with memory, a bond. A rivalry built over years. You were close, he said quietly, then turned and walked away. Far away across Earth, people felt it, a pressure, a fear. At home, Chi-Chi dropped a plate, shattering at Goku, she whispered. Beside her, Gohan clenched his fists. I felt it too. Chi-Chi asked, What's happening to him? Gohan didn't answer at once. Deep down, he already knew he's not coming back, he said quietly. In that moment, the truth became clear. Goku hadn't just changed. He had abandoned everything. And this time, there was no one left to stop him. Goku didn't go back home. He didn't say goodbye.
He didn't hesitate.
The world first noticed not his absence, but the silence. No explosions, no disasters, no looming threat. Just an uneasy calm that slowly began to break as cities across the world felt a strange pressure in the air. A heaviness in the sky, something unseen, watching. Then it happened. A massive surge of energy erupted high above Earth's atmosphere. Visible to everyone. People looked up, pointing, whispering, fearing. And there he was, Goku, floating alone in the sky. But something was wrong. He wasn't smiling, wasn't greeting, wasn't protecting. He was just observing. So this is it, he said quietly. While below, the world held its breath. Slowly, Goku raised his hand, forming a small sphere of energy, bright, controlled, deadly. Panic spread instantly. Inside the city, Gohan stood frozen. Dad, he whispered while Chi-Chi gripped his arm, shaking. Goku looked down at the earth, his home, his past, and spoke. I've protected this world long enough. The sentence shattered everything. The energy in his hand pulsed brighter. Protection comes with limits, the world froze. And I've outgrown mine. Without warning, he released the attack. A devastating beam shot toward Earth, unstoppable. But before it could strike, another beam collided with it mid-air, exploding into a massive shockwave. Goku's eyes shifted. So you're still here. Rising from below was Vegeta, battered, unstable but unbroken. You've gone too far, Kakarot, he said coldly. Goku replied calmly. I expected you to stay down. Vegeta smirked. You should know by now. I don't stay down for anyone. For a brief moment, silence hung between them. Then the truth surfaced. Not just a fight, but a clash of ideologies. Goku stepped forward. You're still holding on to the past. Vegeta fired back instantly. And you've thrown yours away. Power surged again. Then I'll show you what happens when you let go, Goku said. Vegeta roared in response. Come on then. And this time, there was no restraint, no hesitation, no holding back. Their power collided, shaking the sky, trembling the oceans, cracking the world itself. For the first time, humanity understood something terrifying. Goku was no longer its protector. He was its greatest threat, and somewhere in the chaos. The real question remained, who could possibly stop him now? The clash between Goku and Vegeta tore through the sky like an endless storm. Every impact sent shockwaves rippling across the world. Cities, oceans, and entire continents feeling the aftermath. Humanity wasn't just watching anymore. It was suffering. Goku moved with terrifying precision, every strike sharper, cleaner, more efficient. No hesitation, no wasted motion. Vegeta struggled not because he was weaker, but because Goku wasn't fighting like before. He wasn't reacting, he was anticipating. You're adapting again, Vegeta muttered, barely blocking a punch. Goku stayed silent. Another strike. Then another. Then another. And then Vegeta slipped. Just for a moment. That was all Goku needed. A single direct hit sent Vegeta crashing down at incredible speed, creating a massive crater that shook the planet itself. Silence followed. Above, Goku hovered, watching, calculating. This is what happens, he said quietly, when you rely on limits. Below, Vegeta struggled, his body in pain, but his eyes still burning with defiance. You think this is over? He muttered. Goku's gaze dropped. It is for you. Then something changed. Not on Earth, but in the universe. A ripple in space, a distortion in reality. Goku's eyes narrowed. Oh, so they're here. The sky twisted as powerful beings descended. At the front stood Whis, calm and observant, and beside him, the god of destruction himself, Beerus. Beerus looked at Goku with narrowed eyes. So this is the one causing all the trouble. Goku looked back up, unfazed. You finally decided to show yourselves. Beerus crossed his arms. You've been very busy, Saiyan. Goku smirked faintly. I've been testing my limits. Beerus raised an eyebrow. And destroying the planet in the process? Goku's expression remained cold. Collateral. The word lingered, heavy, unacceptable. You've changed, Beerus said. Goku nodded without hesitation. I've evolved. Whis studied him carefully. Evolved is one way to describe it. Goku looked directly at them. Then stop me. Silence. Then Beerus smirked. You don't understand what you're asking. Goku's aura flickered.
Try me.
And that was enough. Beerus moved. Faster than anything Goku had ever faced. The clash was instant. No build-up, no warning, just overwhelming force. The impact alone shattered the sky. Goku blocked, barely. His eyes widened slightly. So this is the difference? Beerus pressed forward. You're still thinking like a mortal. Goku pushed back. And you're still underestimating me. Their power collided again, and this time reality itself began to crack. Space distorted. Dimensional fractures spread outward. Even Vegeta, watching from the crater, whispered in disbelief. They're going to destroy everything. Goku heard it, and for the first time, he hesitated. Just for a moment. If I stop, he thought. I go back. Back to limits. Back to holding back. Back to being safe. His grip tightened. No, he couldn't go back. Not anymore. But deep inside, something was splitting. Two paths. One, destruction. The other, something he had almost forgotten. Goku looked at Beerus. This isn't enough. Beerus narrowed his eyes. What? Goku's aura surged violently. I haven't reached it yet. Beerus's expression darkened. You're getting dangerous. Goku smiled faintly. Good. And then, he pushed further. Beyond limits, beyond reason, beyond control. His energy erupted outward, shaking the universe itself. And for a brief moment, even Beerus felt it. Something rising. Something wrong. Something powerful enough to change everything. And that was when the true danger began. Goku stood at the center of it all, his aura burning brighter than ever. The space around him bent, twisted, and warped, as if reality itself was struggling to contain what he was becoming. But this time it wasn't chaotic, it was controlled. Beerus narrowed his eyes. So that's what you were hiding. Goku didn't respond immediately. His breathing was steady, his gaze sharp and focused. I didn't know I had it, he admitted quietly. Beerus smirked slightly. That's the problem with you mortals. You keep growing into things you don't understand. Goku's aura shifted again, smoother, calmer, yet far more dangerous. Maybe, he said. But I learned fast, and then he moved. This time it was different. Not reckless. Not emotional, perfect. Goku closed the distance instantly, and Beerus reacted barely in time. The clash resumed, but now Goku wasn't being pushed back as easily. For the first time, Beerus had to adjust. How interesting, Beerus muttered. Their exchange intensified, faster, sharper, more refined. Goku wasn't just reacting anymore, he was reading, adapting, countering. Beerus noticed immediately. You're learning my rhythm. Goku smirked faintly. And breaking it, that was when Beerus stopped holding back. The air exploded with power and Goku was pushed back, but he didn't fall. He stabilized and pushed forward again. Below them, Vegeta forced himself up, trembling. He's not just fighting anymore. He's becoming something else. Beside him, Piccolo spoke quietly. No, he already has. Back in the sky, Goku's energy surged, but something was different. The energy didn't spiral out of control. It stabilized, structured, controlled. Beerus noticed. You're balancing it. Goku nodded. I'm not trying to destroy everything. I'm trying to master it. That statement shifted the entire fight. This was no longer brute force, it was understanding power itself. Beerus studied him. You're dangerous. Goku's eyes sharpened. I know. Another clash. Then suddenly Goku stopped mid-motion. Beerus paused. What now? Goku looked at his hands. I think I understand. He clenched his fists. Power isn't the problem. It's what you do with it. Then he looked up, and I was using it wrong. Beerus raised an eyebrow. You think stopping now fixes everything? Goku shook his head. No, but continuing down that path would have destroyed everything. That honesty made even Beerus pause. So what now? He asked. Goku exhaled slowly. Now I choose. That was the difference. Not power, not strength, but choice. Goku lifted his head fully. His aura steadied, balanced, controlled. Good, I'm not your enemy, he said. But I won't be anyone's weapon either. Beerus stared at him for a long moment, then smirked. Good. The tension faded, just enough. The battle didn't end in destruction, but in understanding. Goku didn't become a villain. He became something far more dangerous. a warrior who had seen the edge and chose not to fall. But the universe had already taken notice, because someone like Goku, once they reach that point, they never stay the same. And somewhere in the shadows of the universe, something else was watching. Something that didn't care about control. Something that only cared about one thing, power. And now, it had found its next target, the end.